healthy, I want to be strong. I cannot tell you the countless hours and the enormous amount of wasted energy I have spent wanting my thighs to be a different size. And anybody else who's with me now, just the hours and the time and the energy you have spent, the time I have given to wanting my arms not to flap, wanting my belly flat, wanting something different than what I have, wanting something different than who I am. And all that I have and all that I've achieved, still wanting something different than what I have. So July of last year was a turning point for me because I had been hiking in Maui. I have a ranch there, and I was hiking and I sprained an ankle, and spraining an ankle was licensed to eat. Because I have sprained my ankle, so Jesus does not want me to work out. He wants me to enjoy myself with my foot up. So, entertaining friends, breakfast, lunch, dinner, cocktails on the porch, because we have to watch sunset in Maui. There is a limit to how much food and pleasures you can indulge in without working out. So I was really at a point, having gained 17 pounds from where I was already dieting every week, I was ready to throw in the towel of trying and failing on yet another no-carb, high-protein green drink cabbage soup. Antioxidant, gluten-free, lots of vegetables, no fruit, just blueberries, low fat, no energy. High pepper with ginger, super cleanse, high maintenance diet. How many have done a cleanse lately? This is California, a lot of cleanse people here. So I was going through that, yet I'm gonna start a cleanse on Monday when Weight Watchers called. And it felt truly like an intervention from on high because I was ready. I was ready to stop the foolishness. I was ready to stop the craziness. I was ready to stop the cravings always for a little bit more, not just in food, but a little bit more, to do a little bit more, to prove a little bit more, to conquer a little bit more, to conquer the next thing. So after Weight Watchers called, I said, whoa, that's big. Weight Watchers called me. They must really know I have a problem. They didn't wait for me to call them. We're gonna call you up and help you out, girl. So Weight Watchers called, and I always look for the meaning behind the meaning. So I tried to take stock of that call. And in the midst of taking stock of that call, I also wanted to take stock of where I've been and why I'm still in this battle. Am I in this struggle for weight? I took a good long look at myself, what I've done. Took a look at myself in a full-length mirror, naked, as Shaka would say. From the top of my ponytail head down to my bunioned feet. Inherited from my father. I just stood there, naked, in the mirror, and said, how did I get here? And started looking at myself, not just my body form, but looking into the eye of myself, into the third eye of myself. I got real still looking into the eyes of myself. And I started, just whisper came out of me, thank you, thank you, thank you. All these years I've been so critical, so judgmental of this body that has carried me 62 years. Thank you. I said, thank you for allowing me, as the old folks used to say in church, to wake up clothed in my right mind. From the top of my head, I'm clothed in my right mind. Thank you for allowing me to have a voice in a world where women's voices are shut down and shut out. Thank you for allowing me to have a voice that can be heard. Thank you for shoulders that are sturdy and knees that still work. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to walk and to stand and to expand and to grow my territory. Thank you for these platforms that we have created on OWN and on the web to allow spiritual thought leaders of the world to speak about what really matters. Thank you. Because to be here with you today is a great privilege. It is my life's calling to raise consciousness. It's my life's calling. And it is my life's calling and your life's calling to make myself fully awake, to awaken ourselves. And for me, it is to share that awakening and that awareness with you. Because I know life is better when you share it. So I have my cousin Corey here from Mississippi. We all grew up on the same dirt road. My little cousins, his mother and father lived down the road from me. And I was the kind of kid who, living on the dirt road in Mississippi, didn't get candy bars very often, but when we got one, I didn't want to eat all of mine. I would call up his daddy and I'd say, I got a 3 Musketeers. Want to come down here and we can share it? Because the 3 Musketeers and the Snickers taste better if you have somebody else to say, It's good, isn't it? Yeah, it's good. You want some? Life is better when you share it. I believe there's almost nothing you can do that doesn't feel better if you share it. That's why everything I do that feels good to me, I tell everybody about it. I tell everybody about it. Even my favorite hobby. I realize I have a hobby. It's bathing. I am really good at it. Now, I like doing it alone. But if I find a good bubble bath, I want you to have it too. And that's really how Favorite Things got started. Favorite Things is now considered a brand, but I didn't know anything about brand building or even what a brand was. For years, people would say, you're a brand, it's a brand. I would say, no, I'm not a brand, I'm a person. But, okay, Favorite Things is now a brand, and we do it in O Magazine every Christmas, but it didn't start out that way. It started out because someone gave me a great pair of pajamas and some t-shirt sheets. Those of you who are old enough to see that first show. There were these red checkered pajamas and some t-shirt sheets. I love those pajamas so much, I bought them for everybody in the office. I'd given them to everybody for every holiday, for every birthday, every Christmas. So I ran out of people to give them to. And so, I also loved Uggs. You don't wear Uggs in California, right? So I loved Uggs. I discovered Uggs. I loved Uggs so much, I bought them for every single employee. I had 480 employees. We had an Ugg day where we handed out Uggs. Why? Because everybody needs to know that you can keep your feet warm and dry without wearing socks in the winter. You can. And one of my producers had this bright idea of, since you like sharing your gifts so much, why don't you come up with a list of things that you really like? And then you can just really tell everybody. I went, that's a fabulous idea. So when we started doing Favorite Things, The only way I would do a particular product is if the manufacturer or producer of that product would allow everybody in the audience to have it. So that was the thing. I'll mention your product. The only thing you have to do is make sure everybody in the audience gets to have one. And that was so exciting to me because I got to share things that I really like. Since I was a little girl, growing up in the church in Mississippi, I've been telling stories. I've been telling stories through the Oprah show, through the Oprah magazine, through interviews on OWN. And now this is just another form for me of sharing stories that matter, sharing themes within the human experience that have the power to make you feel something.